Hi, this is Julie from the Scrap Zone, and today I want to share with you my version of the bokeh technique. Bokeh, also known as Bokeh, is a popular subject in photography. Bokeh is the blur that separates a subject from the background. So with this in mind, we crafters created a pretty cool technique. Since this is a play on backgrounds, I thought using this technique for base pages would be interesting. This technique can be done with watercolors or by using an ink pad with a water brush. Since I'm working on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, I decided to use a dry brushing technique with a regular sponge and pigment ink. Pigment ink doesn't soak into the paper like dye-based ink. Instead, it dries on top. This means the ink takes a little longer to dry on regular cardstock. Here are some of the supplies you'll need to create this look. I'll be working on a multi-purpose mat. This technique can get a little messy. I also created myself a homemade stencil using a Cricut machine. I've cut it on acetate. This way you can wash it and reuse it multiple times. Try to coordinate your ink colors with your pattern paper. Here I'll be using the new Close to My Heart Blossom paper pack. I selected both Lagoon and Sunset pigment ink. I'll also be using a regular sponge, and with my homemade stencil, I'll be coming in with white daisy ink. Make sure that your ink pad is well saturated. Using a few drops of your re-inker before starting this technique is a good idea. Now let me show you how this technique comes together. I'll be working on a larger surface. Using pigment ink will keep your cardstock from waving, not like the water-based method. Apply the ink with a sponge using a circular motion. Do this throughout the page, leaving blank spaces. Then come in with your second color, filling in those spaces. Since this is pigment ink, your colors will blend nicely, creating a soft haze. I found that using multiple colors can muddy up this look. Here I selected 2 complementary colors. If you want to use more colors, try using colors of the same family. Once the background is colored in, here's where the bokeh magic happens. Using the stencil, secure it down with washi tape. Start by filling in each circle with a sponge and a white pigment ink. Use both a sponge and then a finger dauber to add more intensity to some of your circles. Don't be afraid to go off the page when positioning your stencil. Rotate your page while you are filling it in. This will give you a more even look. Overlap some existing circles. This will give you dimension. Repeat this process until the entire page is covered. Finish off with a finger dauber. Fill in the empty spaces and add some over existing larger circles. I'll provide you with a list of material used to create this bokeh look. I really hope you've enjoyed this technique and give it a try. Thanks for watching.